Hi everyone, I am Yap Yi Heng, a psychology student from Open University Malaysia. In today's topic, for understanding Piaget's cognitive development, I will share a quick overview of Piaget's famous theory of how children think and learn. Without further ado, let's begin. In this presentation, we will explore who Piaget was and what is cognitive development, the core ideas, look at some key features and common criticisms, and I will reflect on how this theory helps us better understand how children think, learn, and grow. Ready? Let's go! First of all, who was Jean Piaget? Piaget was a very famous Swiss psychologist and a pioneer in understanding how children think. He also created the very famous theory of cognitive development, which explains how children actively build knowledge as they grow. His ideas changed how teachers and parents help children learn, and his work still influences education until today. Sounds very exciting, isn't it? Next up, what is cognitive development? It means how children learn new things, organize information, and use problem solving skills as they grow older. Understand? Additionally, Piaget believed children actively build knowledge through their own experiences. Their thinking isn't just a simpler version of adults, it's fundamentally different. He proposed that all children pass through set stages of development, building new abilities over time. Most importantly, children learn by interacting with their surroundings, not just by being told what to do. Okay? Moreover, Piaget's theory describes development in four simple stages: sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational. These stages happen in a fixed order. Children cannot skip ahead, but must progress step by step. Learning happens through active exploration. Kids are not empty vessels, they construct knowledge themselves through play and discovery. He also explained mental processes like schemas, which are mental frameworks, along with assimilation and accommodation. How kids fit new information into what they already know, or adjust their thinking when they face something new. Together, this leads to what Piaget called equilibration, or mental balance. Right until here, it sounds quite deep, isn't it? But bear with me, there's still more to cover. Now, let me share some quick examples of Piaget's four stages of development. First, we have the sensory motor stage, from birth to around 2 years old. At this stage, babies start to understand object permanence, meaning they learn that things still exist even when they cannot see them. That's why games like peekaboo are so fun for them. Next is the pre-operational stage, from 2 to 7 years old. Here, children show egocentrism. They mainly see the world from their point of view. They also love symbolic play, like talking to their toys as if they are real friends. Then, we have the concrete operational stage, around 7 to 11 years old. Kids begin to think logically. For example, they can sort blocks by color, size, or shape, showing better problem solving skills. Finally, the formal operational stage, from 12 years old and onwards, teenagers start thinking about abstract ideas and asking big what if questions like imagining future possibilities or discussing hypothetical questions or situations. So, these are some clear examples of how children's thinking grows step by step. Although Piaget's theory is famous, some people do not fully agree with him. First, he thought young kids cannot think deeply, but now research shows small children are smarter than what he initially believed. Second, Piaget said kids develop in fixed stages, but actually, every child grows at different speeds. Real life is not so perfect or same for everyone, after all. Third, Piaget mostly talked about kids learning by exploring themselves, but he did not focus much on the how parents, culture, or environment affect the learning process. Lastly, most of his research was done with his own children, so the results may not apply to all kids around the world. Sounds very contradicting, isn't it? I see. Even though Piaget's theory has some flaws, it really changed how I see children. I learned that kids are active learners. They explore, play, and figure things out, not just by simple listening and blah blah blah. It also reminds me to always teach or guide them based on their respective stages. Like maybe a toddler, I just act like having fun with toddler, and if they are maybe around the, I mean like kindergarten age, just act like a friendly kindergarten friend with them. So we do not expect them to think like adults because children are just children. And most importantly, I now understand that children think differently. They are not small adults. Knowing all of this really helps me to be a more patient individual and be a much more supportive person and role model for children and our future uh, pioneers and future superheroes. You know, quite inspiring, isn't it? Children are the future of uh, our generation. So with that, I conclude my presentation. I hope by the end of this video, you are able to understand Piaget's cognitive development theory and how children learn by stages. So thank you very much for listening. I really enjoy sharing this with you, but it has come to an end. So I hope to see you again soon and have a good day, have a good afternoon, evening. Stay healthy, take care. Goodbye.